the Christmas decorations are all okay and secure, do that Saturday. You're not going to have chances to do that on Sunday morning. So really, this is going to be your opportunity to get that done ahead of time on Saturday, because this is Sunday morning. Noticing that we're seeing already a good amount of rain in the area, and it could be heavy every now and again, and gusty winds when it's coming along as well. So be prepared for that. This is the time frame I think we'll watch the most closely, is between about 4 and 7 p.m. At this point, we're still kind of warm out here. Temperatures are in the 60s. This is going to be that last push. I'll have to see if any of these showers or storms have any rotation in them. I think they probably won't. That chance is probably better to our east, but even so, we'll want to keep an eye on that. Look at the temperatures though. This is 7 o'clock. We have 60s here, 50s over here, then 40s, then 30s, okay? The North Carolina mountains are getting snow this weekend. If you are going to the mountains this weekend and you're staying for Sunday night, you're gonna get snow. There is snow up there, natural stuff, probably several inches for Sunday evening. Now, once the system wraps up for us, we see our temperatures really dropping like a rock. The cold front will come through around 7 or 8 p.m. That puts an end to any risk of a severe storm. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't shut the rain off right away. We'll see some rain turn into a cold rain late Sunday night. And I know you're seeing this, you're saying, oh my goodness gracious, could we really change over the rain into snow? This is where I disagree with our computer model. I don't think that's possible. It doesn't work out for us when we're trying to have cold air chase the moisture and turn it over. It almost always is the case where you need that cold air to be here first. You can't really change it over on the fly. So mountains, yes, maybe the extreme foothills, but for the Triad Piedmont area, I just don't see a world where we could get snow on this system. We'll see. Maybe I'll eat crow on Sunday, but right now I'm not seeing it. Okay, temperatures, rainfall, it could be pretty impressive. I think about an inch is almost a guarantee for us, which is good news. Remember, we still need some rain around here. Anywhere from 1 to 2 inches is going to be possible. And really, a lot of that will depend on where those downpours set up. We talked about wind gusts. Our model is not as aggressive on the winds as some of the other models have been. I still think we could see winds of 25 to 35 throughout the day. And maybe they get a little stronger Sunday night as well. Wind gusts are the biggest concerns. If you have a severe thunderstorm, the biggest concern would be of a damaging wind gust here or there, and they could be as high as maybe 50 or 60 miles per hour. We're not going to have hail in the storms on Sunday. There is a low tornado threat. We talked about that a little bit, but I do want you to know we're going to be here, watching the radar, because the way that the atmosphere is with the jet stream right now, the air is twisting and curving with height on Sunday. And so all you need to do is to get some air to rise up into that twisting, and then you can have some problems. So there is at least a low risk of a tornado for us. Flooding is something to be watched as well, just because the fact that we're going to have so much rain so quickly, and we haven't had all that much of it, that I think we could maybe look at a little bit of localized flooding. Okay. This would be a good time if you have any questions. Feel free to hop in the chat. We can talk about that. And yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend. I know. Rain, wind, whatever. It's going to be a good inside day. I'll put it that way. Good inside day for your Sunday, as the weather is just not really doing the best. Not really doing the best. Zach Thompson says, rain good, snow, sleet, freezing rain bad. James has a good question. Wants to know if we could be upgraded to a slight risk of severe storms. And that's a really good question. And let's show that, because I haven't mentioned it yet. We use, for those not familiar, we use a 5-numbered scale for thunderstorm risk. 1 being the least likely to happen, 5 being an absolute guarantee and shoo-in. This is the risk of storms today over the south. You can see it's mostly focused on Arkansas for tonight, and it's not much of a risk. It's only a level 1 concern. Tomorrow, Saturday, the severe weather risk gets a little closer to us, but still far away. It's in Tennessee and Mississippi and Arkansas, and they have a level 2. For Sunday, this is the first day that they issue it. They only issue them 3 days in advance. This is the initial outlook for us. And if we zoom in a little bit more to get your hometowns on there, we are split. So areas south and east of Greensboro, which would include all of these counties over to Raleigh and south, you're in a level 1, which means there's at least a low risk of some, damaging wind gust or even a low chance of a tornado. Farther west, the reason they don't have you included in Winston-Salem or Mount Airy or Wilkesboro, it doesn't mean your weather's going to be that different. There's just less of a chance of you getting that instability, the combo of the warmth and humidity that makes the air go up. There's less of a chance you achieve that. You're likely to be a little cooler, a little wetter, and so that's the reason they have that right now. The question was, could we upgrade to a slight, which would be a level 2? That's possible. I think what will happen, I forget your name, is it Zach? James, my apologies, James. What will probably happen once we get to tomorrow, they'll issue a new outlook. I think they'll nudge this slightly west to include more of our area, and they'll probably outline an area somewhere around here, I would guess, for a level 2, somewhere in the eastern coastal plain, east of I-95. We'll probably get a level 2. If not tomorrow, maybe on Sunday. But just, stay tuned. We'll have that update for you when we get there. Other questions. David wants some thunder snow. How many of y'all would like snow? Hey, Westy. Hey, Patricia. Good to see you. A lot of people would like some snow, probably. Alex, yes, I did see Chad Silver today. That's right. Rodney wants to know about rain mixing with snow in the foothills. Yeah, so it's not something I would hold your hat on here. It seems unlikely to me that it'll be possible east of the mountains. But stranger things have happened. The reason that cold air chasing moisture doesn't usually work out for us is that we usually dry out quite quickly once the cold air arrives. We're not going to do that this time. So there might be a brief opportunity, let's say for Wilkes County or Surrey County or Patrick County, maybe over to Stokes and Yadkin, where you might get a couple flakes that mix in toward the end. I don't really buy it. And I'm not in the business of getting people's hopes up for snow and then it not happening. So I'd be real skeptical. But it is going to cool down very, very fast. Very fast. Not just even at the surface, but above our heads as well. There is no chance of thunder snow. Zero chance of that. Dana, could the system weaken as it comes over the mountains before getting to Greensboro? Yeah, and let me be kind of clear here. I don't even think it's that strong of a system to begin with, but there is always some potential of that. You can kind of see in our model why they outline the area they did, right? It's just weaker over here and stronger over here. More energy to play with. So what I want you to do is, stay weather aware on your Sunday. Don't just be oblivious. Make sure you're kind of keeping an eye out for certain warnings in case we are going to have some. Tim on a limb. Hey, Chris. Make sure to be alert of any warnings and take action if needed. We are going to be here for you just in case you need us. So there's no worry about that. We'll have this manned up as we let you watch the Bills beat the Chiefs on Sunday on News 2. But yeah, there's not much else you can do other than I would secure the yard, make sure any of those decorations that can fly around. We'll have some wind gusts around 30 throughout the day, so that's going to take a toll a little bit on silly things like, decorations. You don't want them to go all over the place. Oh, what else? We can flash the 7-day here too. So we have the warmth through Sunday, but a big change behind it. It'll get breezy and colder heading into Monday. And then next week just kind of looks typically cool for now. It might moderate a little bit by the end of the week as we're in the 50s there. But as of right now, that seems to be my estimation. Gail agrees with me. Oh, do the Cowboys have the Eagles this weekend? Goodness. Jonathan, I can circle back that Futurecast for you. Question was, when does it start on Sunday? So this is Saturday morning. Here's Saturday midday. Could be a sprinkle or a light shower in spots. But really for Sunday, we start to see some rounds of this even as early as the morning. So most of the day on Sunday has a pretty good chance of rain. Not going to rain every minute, but there is a pretty good chance of rain most of the day on Sunday. And we'll continue to kind of watch that through the evening time. The biggest chance for storms would be between about 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. So the morning should be just nuisance rain. But after that, just some watching and waiting. Black ice is a question. It'll be pretty windy out there. Temperatures do get down close to 32 on Monday morning. I can't say there couldn't be a couple of slick spots, but I think it would be tough. So it probably would be the exception rather than the rule, but there may be a couple of slick spots heading into Monday morning. Hi, Brenda Combs. Good to see you. Deborah wants some snow. Kimberly wants some snow. Raby has a question. Will we see snow this winter? I tend to think that we will. I do think that we will. It's just a matter of time. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but the way December is shaping up, it's shaping up to be pretty warm. Once you get past the holidays and going into next year, it does seem like it'll be a little bit more favorable for that. Susie, whatever severe threat we have, is it with a line? So there's two things. There's two things, Susie. So going back to this. So Susie's question was, I would even want to watch these. This is the 3 o'clock time frame. You're even going to want to watch those that might be able to spin a little bit. But then at the end, you get another line toward the end of things. So there are a couple of different lines, and one ahead of the main line that we'll want to watch for. So about two different lines of storm action to kind of keep an eye on. Uh-oh, Kenny's got Family Feud on. I hope they get it good. Will we see snow this Christmas? Probably not. Probably not. As you all know, it's not easy. It's not easy to get snow on Christmas around here. I kind of doubt that. But, it's still 2.5 weeks away. We don't have really a clue that far in advance. I never claimed to. But odds are not good. They're never good. The odds are not so good. Mountains. Gale's in the mountains. It's going to be really windy up there, Gale. So it's going to be a very windy Sunday. You're going to get some good rain, and then you're going to get some good snow. It will snow Sunday night in the North Carolina mountains, where they already have some of it. We've been watching for a little while as they've been, making snow. I believe we should be able to see some folks on a Friday evening here. This is live. It's App Ski Mountain, Appalachian Ski Mountain up near Blowing Rock, and yeah. They're running the trails, aren't they? A lot of man-made snow. Damien, good to see you. Thank you. Larry, I think our risk of an ice storm this year is about the same as usual. Not more, not less. Unfortunately, we live in one of the most likely areas in the country for freezing rain and for ice. It happens here more than it does in other places, and a lot of that has to do with the way our geography is, where we are positioned right up against the Appalachian Mountains. It creates kind of a pooling effect for cold air to accumulate. Hey, Randy Taylor up in Mount Airy. Hope you're having a good evening. Uh-oh. Kenneth Carter wants some Penn State snow. We need a defensive coordinator. If you know anybody, let me know. Duke stole him from us. All right, y'all. If you're just joining, I'm going to do a little recap, and then we'll probably be winding this down over the next 10 minutes. We've been going for about 20 minutes already. So bottom line, the weather is starting to change as we go into the weekend. We're going to see a pretty big cold front develop in the middle of the country. We'll be really warm tomorrow. It's not going to feel like December. It's not going to feel like December either on Sunday. Both days are warm in the 60s. And with that, you have a strong jet stream and a strong cold front wedging into our area. So ahead of it, there could be a couple of chances not only of downpours and nasty rain, but you could see a couple thunderstorm concerns, mostly in the late afternoon and evening on Sunday. So we have a level 1 risk of severe weather with that. The rain on Sunday starts in the morning. So it's trended a little bit faster, a little bit wetter. And it looks to me that the morning is pretty soggy as well as the afternoon. It won't rain every minute of the day, but there will be a good amount of rainfall. And we could see 1 to 2 inches of rain that could accumulate in ponding and, have some limited localized flooding on Sunday as well. So keep that in mind. Good news for the drought, though. We really could use some rainfall. Wind gusts should range between 25 and 35 miles per hour. And with those storms that roll through or could roll through, mostly in the 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. range, we do have a low tornado threat. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just letting you know it is possible. It is possible, right? So there's going to be that possibility as we get closer. Ooh, Chris. I didn't know you were one of us. Good stuff. Good. Gonna go to the Peach Bowl? Low tornado threat, though. Low tornado threat for Sunday afternoon and evening. And if we have a warning, what you do is you go to a safe spot and just kind of, hunker down. We'll be broadcasting live. You can take your phone with you. We would be here. It's just not something we have dealt with in a while. If this were April, we wouldn't really bat an eye at this. We'd just say, okay, well, it's that time of year. We'll be ready. This is not usually that time of year, so it's a little unusual, and that's why we're just kind of letting folks know. Hey, Bunny, good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. John Tarrant, good to see you. Been a little while up in Hershey, PA. I hope you're having some nice chocolates for all of us. Does it really smell like chocolate in Hershey, PA? I think it does. Yeah, so that's the forecast, everybody. I don't have much more for you. What else can we talk about? Let's just show you some fun. So, one of the things I like to do when I'm kind of bored in the evenings here is take a look at our cameras. So that's not the one I wanted. I want this. It's our News 2 Winterfest. Did you know if you get out of town, we can watch you? Always looks nice down there. Downtown Greensboro. This is LeBauer Park, the ice skating rink. This is a perfect night to go skating. It's not that freezing. No one's getting too cold. It's 50 degrees. It's perfect skating weather out there, and the ice is holding up. No puddles, it doesn't look like. But hopefully everybody's safe. Haven't seen anyone fall. Not yet, anyway. Usually doesn't take long. Oh, Gail wants watch people fall down. You just keep looking long enough, you might see somebody. That's true. They're all doing a good job, aren't they? Really pretty stuff, though. It's a nice time of year out there, and we've had some comfortable weather, even if we could use some rain. So we do have rain on the way. We've got some wind on the way, too. We've got mountain snow. We've got a low tornado threat. We have a little bit of everything Sunday here in the Piedmont. So we'll have more updates. Make sure you're following along with meteorologist Claire Fry and her pages and our News 2 app and our website. They'll have you covered out there tomorrow. I might be here a little bit on Sunday, depending on the weather as well, just to, help everybody along. So that's it for me. I thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a great weekend and enjoy some of that nicer weather before it turns a little south on Sunday. Be good, take care, and hope to see you on the newscast tonight at 11 o'clock.